Hello and welcome. Today is just a chat, so I thought I'd start off with face forward, and then we will also look down at my desktop to discuss the topic of rolling our papers for better organization. Anyone who knows me knows that I love to organize. Sometimes I enjoy organizing more than crafting. And I've said that more than one time before, too. But before we get started, I hope that everyone is doing great. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day in Yuma, Arizona. Um, Temperatures are up towards the 80s, gonna be up towards the 90s later on this week, I think. Nice and sunny, nice and pretty. Currently, the chickens are quiet, so that's a good thing. Hopefully, they won't split our eardrums during this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at my desktop. And I did this with Joan yesterday, where I tried to split the screen and I fumbled all over the place. But I always say I have performance anxiety. So if somebody is watching me, I don't do a very good job. I go all over the place. So I fumble. What do we have here on my desk? We have a paper towel roll. And I have recently, like in the last month, maybe 2 months, decided that I really like these for organizing things in my craft room. So today I got a package, um, two packages, one of which was for this microglaze water resistant sealer. Hallelujah, it finally came. And um, I really don't need to show myself anymore because all you're seeing is the side of my head. So let's go solo on the desk. Okay. This thing I've been waiting. I feel like I've been waiting a month for it. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been a while. So I'm very happy to have this. Now I can go back and watch some of Louisa Heinzel's videos. And while I don't have her lizard digital kit, I'll find something that I do have that has beautiful colors. Hi, Joan. Welcome. That I can experiment with this. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's get back to this roll. So I got a package, so it had packing paper in it. Well, I used to take my packing paper, and this is going to be a noisy video because we're dealing with packing paper. I used to take my packing paper and I used to fold it neatly and shove it in that area. Do I still have that picture? Yes, I do. I used to shove it in that organizer that I have hanging from the wall up there in the top pocket. Well, it was hanging over the side and everything else. So now you can see I have it organized in a roll right there. You can see some ticking is wrapped around it, and it's much neater now when it's stored that way. So, got some more packing paper in today. I don't want to take that roll down and add it to that roll, but if I were my level of organization, that's exactly what I would do. However, I'm lazy today. So I'm going to take one end of this paper and I'm going to roll this paper on my paper towel roll. Hubby's home, I can hear the truck. Okay, then I can roll some elastic around it or some like ribbon or something like that. Oh, thank you for letting me know, Joan. Okay, it says my microphone is plugged in and I see battery. Test, test. Wow, I don't know why it's not working. Darn thing has been good. Let me try. The green light is on. The toggle is plugged in. USB. Everything looks good. And that should unmute it. And you still can't hear me very good? Test, test, test. Let me turn on my volume and see. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. And that should unmute it. And you still can't hear me very good? Test, test, test. Oh, okay. Turn on my volume and see. Okay, so I will leave it closer to me. Would you please let me know if it goes too low again? Thank you. I don't know. I'm doing a video. So then I have this box that I decorated with some washi tape. And while it is not a roll, I think it could still act as a roll. And the reason why I did this was because I have some other paper that I want to organize. And that would be this tissue paper right here. So the first thing I've been doing with it is I've been folding it into pieces like this. I'm only going to fold about 3 or 4 more pieces like this. And I'm going to, actually I wanted to do 2 each, so I'll be folding more. But I'm going to put this tissue paper in my paper fodder packages that I have listed for sale on my Ko-fi shop. I'm going to close the door. Hubby's being noisy. You noisy hubby. Mr. Noisy Hubby. So I've done a video on these. There's several videos of me unpacking this and showing what's in it. So I'm going to open up all of these and I'm going to put 2 folded pieces of this tissue paper into this. So every once in a while I do add to these. I don't subtract from them, but I do add, like I'm adding this tissue paper now. I closed the door. I don't know if you can hear me. Jeff, can you hear me? Joan from Canada says hi.
Hello, Joan from Canada. Or is it Canadian?
Oh. Canada. We'll do just fine.
You're Canadian. How can you be Canada?
Close the door, dear. He's a ham. He'll really live it up if you give him a chance. Okay, so I have the introverted personality, He has the extroverted personality. Okay, so I was thinking that I might try rolling some of this tissue paper instead of folding all of it. Now, I've really set myself up for a challenge here because it's not easy to roll with a box. But let's just take chances. I'm going to do this live and see what kind of mess I can make. Kind of interesting. It's almost therapeutic to do this too. I think I like that. And then when I'm done, I'll be able to put that in my area with where my tissue is. And so if you've seen my video of the craft room, you'll know that I have these crates behind me. And in crate 7, 6. In crate 6 is some acrylic shelves, and that's where my tissue is, and this will fit very nicely. So, will I lose my place if I let go of this? I think I will. So let's grab some of this elastic. I wasn't going to do a video until my next video was probably going to be the 50 stack challenge 6, and I don't know when Amy does that next with Crafty Cat, but I figured that would happen before the next M is for Monday. And then I like to do videos usually on the weekend. But I came up with this idea and I thought, oh, I'm going to turn the camera on for this. So I'm going to set that to the side. And I wanted to show one more thing. While I was decorating that spaghetti box, I used some washi tape. And I ended up using up this roll of washi tape. So I thought to myself, this could be used for something. And I'm thinking this would be a good use for lace or ribbon. And I don't have any lace or ribbon to experiment with, but I just wanted to give that idea. Another thing is I'm looking around, another thing that might be a good idea is if you have a particular fabric that you like to use for tag toppers instead of ribbon or which one do I want to pull out? Just a small piece. I don't want to grab a big piece. Most of this is Christmas. This is so pretty. I think I got that from, I want to say Roxy's Creations, but I might be wrong. Let's pull this out. Oh, this is a smaller piece. Let's pull these two pieces. Okay, so what I'm thinking, whoops, oh dang, I dropped it. Ouch. What I'm thinking is to take this I don't think I'll use the whole bit. And then tear this in strips like you would use for a tag topper. Right now I have all my ribbon, almost all, maybe all, hanging from I have a ribbon waterfall in my craft room. And then my lace is wound up on cardboard still, you know, cut out spools like you get from a digital kit, or it's folded up neatly if there's not very much of it. Okay, let's see if this works. So I was thinking that I could go like this. And this would be cool to have this sitting on my desk handy for when I need a tag topper instead of having to take out my whole box. So far it's working good. I'm not worried about taking those strings off right now, because I might use those strings for something too. Sometimes I do take them off, and I like to put them in this little container here. So that's just some thread, and then I use that to like ball up and put on a project, put on a piece of ephemera. It would be fun if Switcher Studio would take comments like Joan just made a comment that she rolls up her lace and ribbon on flat bits of cardboard from food containers. It would be fun if Switcher Studio would highlight comments like that. Is it Yardstream? Yardstream does it. Okay, so once I'm done rolling, oh, I know what I can do. I can use a straight pin. And once I'm done rolling, I can use a straight pin to secure that to the roll. And then I could do the same thing with this. I think I'll cut these or tear these a little bit thicker. And if I don't like them this thick for my project, I can always tear them thinner, I think. I love this fabric. That looks like a it looks like, well, it's got tic-tac-toe, but it reminds me of a crossword puzzle. I am definitely liking the way this is working. Of course, if I shook too much, I'd accidentally drop it and it all would unwind probably. But I just have to be careful. I mean, the next time I get an empty roll, I'm going to do this with my sari silk. No, I'm not going to do it with my, am I? I might do it with my sari silk, and I'm going to do it with my seam binding, because the seam binding is thin enough that I think I can get 3 colors, so that'll be easy for me to select by color. I don't know. I might just wind with one color, then another color, then another color, and I have to use it by color. I don't know. The thought in progress. Fortunately, you're in charge of the rules for organizing your craft room. All right, that's what I have for you for today for our Just a Chat rolling out papers for better organization. So we went so far as to talking about papers, to talking about fabrics, and got to give a shout out for my microglaze and to Louisa Heinzel for having some awesome videos on how to use this microglaze product. I highly recommend it. And speaking of shout outs, Joan's Junk Journals and More has a channel too. Joan blesses me with a lot of viewing time and likes and comments and that sort of thing to help bring better health to my YouTube channel, and I'm very thankful for that. She does a great job of creating content for her channel, and she's looking for some love on her channel too. So before you go, would you please hit that like, that thumbs up, and consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. And if you are, thank you very much. If you're not one who likes to subscribe, I don't like to subscribe to everybody's YouTube channel. I have my list, and sometimes I will subscribe, just to help people with their subscribership for a while. But if I find that I'm not watching the channel very often, I will unsubscribe. And it's an OCD thing with me. If I'm not using the channel, then I don't like to stay subscribed. It's nothing personal, but I mean, I'm amazed that people can be on the other end and listen to my voice for 10, 15, 20, 30, 60 minutes. Speaking of voice, it's not my voice, but my throat. It went dry all of a sudden. Anyways, I'm amazed that people can listen to me. And some people don't like to hear music sometimes I will play music because, like Rachel said in her video yesterday, I think it was, It's my channel. I'll do what I want on it. I loved it. I laughed out loud. Rachel doesn't get very confrontational very often on her channel, but when she does, she is clear and concise to tell you how it is, when it is, and what it is. And I just love it. I love a woman that knows her own mind and isn't afraid to use it. We don't always agree with each other, but that's okay. That's what's lovely about our world is that we have, most of us, I guess all depending on where you live, have the ability to say what we think when we think it. And those of us who give a darn about other people will try to say it in a productive, respectful manner. But I don't always have to agree with you, and you don't always have to agree with me. So that's the beauty of it. Thanks for letting me rant again. That's the other thing is every once in a while I get off on this huge rant. So I appreciate those of you who stick with me during that. And I hope to see you in the next video. And in the meantime,